What is poppin' people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We have Veemon and crew, the Armours, and Eaters. Not me. But yeah, it should be a fun matchup regardless. Pretty early hit. Faye was hitting Armour Digivolution double hits off the top every time, but it looks like we're just going to go double squid. Go in second, you do kind of get the opportunity to actually do that. And the interesting thing about this is you do deny the piercing that you would get off of a Digimon, but instead what we're going to do is just make it so disincentivized from hitting Island of Adventure is what I would say if we were thinking about it. And we're going to double swing in, and there was the opportunity to just one choke. Like, we really had that opportunity to just one choke and not interact with security there, because like realistically you would have denied them the ability to do anything. You wouldn't have gotten the reduction because they wouldn't have had the tamer, which meant they would have had to pass turn. But instead, you get 2 chip, and then we're going to bounce back the only blocker. Swing security, get the draw 1. Hit a squid. Turn it down. Draw 1, game 1 off the Davis, ending the Armour Digivolution. Let's go into the Magnamon full cost. And swing in plus 2k. Gonna hit an Akemi on the second one, so we both go band for band, I guess, on bodies, but let's be real, Magnamon X is about to hit the ground. Running. Oh, never mind. Ice Cream Veemon, so we do have the chance to chip further. I mean, might as well, right? You lose nothing in doing so. Now you're at least not going to give them a free tamer. Gonna get the squid loaded up from turning the human form. And now you might as well swing. Unless you're missing the tamer in hand, in which case, why did we evolve into the human form? I guess it's an extra cycle. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna swing 6k. Yep, there we go. We are gonna hit the security, and then we are gonna get the Yuko played down. We're going to swing another one, and we're going to get the Digivolve, and then Battle, and then can evolve onto a Veemon, which is going to bounce back the human form. Since it's just trying to get removed, it's going to add it back. So we do get maximum reduction here, which is pretty sick, which means we get a 0 cost. Ooh, you should really do the Akemi first in case you accidentally draw up to how many you need. But looks like we're just going to go for a second reduction. And then how low can you pass? I think I actually might have preferred... I mean, there's 3 bodies on board. I think I still might have actually preferred if you'd gone for not doing that. But Death X also works. Yeah. 3, 6, 9, 12. Spend for the reduction. Full clear the board. Clean. That is much more effective than a one choke. And from this position, I actually don't know if you can play back in. I think you actually are too far behind. You basically have to do Davis. Yeah, you basically have to make Veemon bounce the Magna. One of the cute things you can do is you can also try and end on Purge. Yeah, one of the cute things you could do is you can have it go and then Armour Digivolution, exactly what we're seeing here, and then we're going to make massive Magnamon. 2, 4, 6, 8. Plus 10k. We are massive. It's obviously having to play on board. And this does technically take lethal off board. The cute thing is, though, if you... Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it clean. Swing and swing. Very, very clean, as we're going to stun the Magnamon with Eve and take game 1. And whilst we get shuffled up for game number 2, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. Your support goes a long, long way to helping me do what I can do daily. We're just cleaning up the last of what we got before EX10 starts. I want to say a thank you to the Mega Josh, an Ultimate Hero on YouTube, a tier 3 on Twitch. Then for Ultimates, the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, Brad, King of Knights, Sacred Armour, Matthew Bowen, and Dire Alba. Looks like we've got security set on the left side. I'm going to get one last shuffle up for Eaters on the second. It's one of those decks that feels really frustrating to not find pieces, especially when those pieces are the squid that you're just missing. You're like, how? How can I have this many consistency pieces and just not find what I'm looking for? It should be linear game plan. But Looks like we're going nice and wide on the Veemons. In the back and in the front. So we got reductions all around. And then this is going to be squid and squid. Mandatory 3-pass. That's one of the interesting things about the Eaters going second is you can kind of force them to give you 3. If you're a deck that kind of like makes use of this. We're going to suspend it and then presumably she's not going to punch over it. I'm pretty sure she knows the piercing ruling. Interesting that we stayed in the back though. I thought we were actually going to try and just kind of play up front and just kind of bum rush. But instead we're going to go Armour Digivolution, choosing not to take the swing just in case we hit a memory setter. I'm just going to go for the 1 choke instead. Does have the plus 2k as well, makes it slightly bigger. Swing in, Armour Digivolution. Ooh, pick up the Davis and the Magnamon. She's so talented. Yeah. So if she wanted to, she actually could have double removed here if she wanted. She could have de-digivolved the Lydramon and then evolved into the Magna, which would have allowed her to double clear from that position. But ultimately, it's not really going to matter. It being sideways is just as beneficial. And it technically still slows down Eaters by 1 turn. But we should be able to kind of go crazy here. We're going to bounce the other one. And now we can kind of like start aggressing. I'm going to swing, hit the squid form. Massive. Hit another squid. You can basically assume that all of your bodies are going to live in security. Honestly, if she wanted to be mega greedy, we probably could even see stuff like 2-color Veemon swinging. Either way, we're going to see Armor Texture to force the DDG and then use Armor Digivolution rather than activating, which is clean. Oh, and then we're going to make the Magna X there. One of the things I'm not fully sure about with Armor Digivolution is if you, because you get to unsuspend the Digimon if you Evo. I guess it doesn't actually matter because we went into Yellow Magna, but I'm just curious about the line. If you go Armor Digivolution, choose not to Evo, and then activate, oh, Armor Texture, choose not to Evo, and then Armor Digivolution to proc it, and you go into a green, like, not an unsuspending Magnamon, I'm pretty sure you lose the unsuspend. Anyways, we're definitely much faster this game. That said, I mean, security's pretty even. When you do try to go band for band on swing for swing, you can definitely make it a lot more difficult to deal with. I'm going to slam the Suedo, and then we're going to go the Ether to get it back, and just going to go for the 1 choke, but we're going to go to 2. I'm not sure I fully like this line. I think you would have needed to see 3 blockers regardless, because we're looking at... Oh, no, I guess 2 blockers is enough. Providing we don't see Armor Texture or, like, there's no real way to make the Flame Dramon. 2 blockers does stop the Magnamon from being able to do what it needs to do. Gonna get the swing, draw 1. You have to block this. Put it under. And I think if you're Faye, you're just happy with... You're happy with that. I think maybe you just try and go for a 1 choke. If you have Promo Davis again, then Promo Davis play Veemon. This swing I don't super care about. I don't think it matters all that much, but I don't hate just keeping it as it is. And going for the delays rather than going for tamers just to try and not reduce death X, but we are going to get the pickup with the memory setter, so no 1 choking. Gonna pass over 4 though, which is a lot, and then start of main we should be going to 5. Are we going to read the Yuko start of main? I think we're thinking about it. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 8 costs for the Death X, which would be memory setter. Obviously the Magnamon, actually not protected right now, but we're gonna play a Rata. And then slam Death X for 8. And Armor Digivolution means we can get to go straight into a Magnamon. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Minus 12 the Death X. Nearly enough to clear. But not sure I super like that. I mean, we get to make a Magnamon, a Davis here, which basically means this is guaranteed lethal on board. Oh, super guaranteed lethal. We're going to swing the draw. That's going to be Dos Checarino. And then swing the last.
Matrix Digivolution.
Up. Don't don't skip this one. This one's important. The Misplay for Game tournament is going to happen on October 11th of this year, and tickets just went live. So if you take a look at the pinned comment as well as the description and announcements in the Discord, the Shopify link to get your ticket is going to be live. We did have a couple of people that no-showed, and since, you know, things were quite scuffed last year, we did lose on that money from people not showing up. So this time we've managed to do ticketing a little bit earlier, still a little bit scuffed, but you know, it's our first time doing ticketing. The way it's going to work is you are going to be able to buy your ticket, and then from there, if you just send us your order confirmation, we'll get you the link to be able to get into the Limitless, because it is password locked just like last year. So that's how we're going to be doing the ticketing for this. If you can't attend and still want to support the tournament, there's also options in the Spotify there. Instead of buying an entry ticket, you can just support the tournament. And there's also a version that lets you get some of the entry sleeves that we're going to be handing out there. Members are going to get a discount for that, so keep an eye on your Discord DMs, and they'll be sending a little ping through that for our members. Everyone that is rookie and above is going to be able to get a discount that scales with the level that you're on. And hopefully we get to see you there. Members also in person will also get some bonus sleeves that do look very, very funny. Maybe I'll have like a picture of them like here, because yeah, Jade cooked on those. Speaking of like UK artists, we're going to be having UK artists providing custom playmats once again, and the allocation right now is going to be sitting at half a case. If we do max out on the number of seats that were allocated, then we might be able to actually buy some more product, but right now we're going to commit to a half case just because we lost a lot of money last year, and we'd like to keep doing these every year, so we'd like to lose a lot less money this year. So spread this around. Try and support the tournament. We'd love to be able to run these annually. It's going to be EX10. I don't think I even said that. Yeah, EX10, so villain themed. We got a bunch of really cool things that are going to be happening there. So everyone that does come, not just the product, but you'll also be able to get some goodies that are going to be unique. So you can just remember that you came and supported the Misplay for Game tournament. It's going to be streamed, and we're going to do everything that we can. This time there's food at the venue, so you don't have to go up the road. We took on a lot of feedback from last year, and hopefully you'll see that a lot of it has been implemented. So for those of you who've already forgotten, it's buy the tickets on Shopify, and then from there, send an order of confirmation to one of the hosts. We'll get you the link to the Limitless so that we can get signed up for that. Members do all get a discount. You'll be getting those discount codes through Discord. So if you're a member, join the Discord, and join the Discord anyway, so that way you can get all the updates on the Misplay for Game tournament, answer any questions that you may have. But keep an eye out. We'll be spamming this ad in a lot of videos because we'd love to see you there. We'd love to cap, and we'd love to do these every year. Bye. And whilst we get shuffled up for the third and final game, I want to say thank you to all of our champions. We do have Shinikari, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solo Ouroboros, Andy Fing, Squidita, Benji Gibber, Thomas Yates, Kenneth Smith, the Marta FGC, Donkey, Orphos Magna, Kraken Security, Kava, and Epicillion Cross, Pap, and that is everyone. And our rookies, appreciate all of you. Looking forward to getting to see all of y'all, members or not, at the Misplay for Game tournament. I think we have just over 10 tickets left, so if you've been slacking on getting yours, you might want to hustle up on that one. Mandatory 3-pass. I actually do not like going first as Eaters. I guess it hasn't really mattered because in these, they've both been passing 3 for it, so I guess if you're Eaters, you're just trying to accelerate the clock by 1. But yeah, I have not really liked going first as Eater, so really interesting that the player chose to go first, and really impressive that she always has the Magnamon's in security. Don't know how she does it. Finally going to get a reduction on this first squid. We do get to pass 2. If she pushes up, we get to go to 3, we get to start playing ball, which, you know, it's armor, you gotta. Magnamon, get the -2. Thanks to the Magnamon being in thing, so it would be deleted, so we're going to yoink it up, and then this means we can deny damage, because unless he is playing for human form in this instance of like aggro, there seems like there's no real reason to try and play for the human form, especially because she could just end on Magnamon X. I like this. 2k Veemon will be able to beat over the squid unless they get a Yuko down, but realistically from this position we're not going. Well, never mind. Eve comes straight down and we're going to load up the Yuko. Gets the 1 choke and stops the Magnamon from being able to suspend. Clean. Yeah, I like it. You're still going to take a jamming V to the head. Because there's no blocker or anything, so there's actually no reason to not... I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, you could hit a Tamer, but realistically, if you're an aggro deck like this and you've got a guaranteed free chip, like, if you're trying to push security, you're gonna hit security anyway, so I actually do not like that we did not jam that thing straight into security. Maybe not recognizing that there was no redirect here. So we're gonna go Armour texture, and then pay full cost for the Evo, so we... Oh, did we have... Oh, we had Armour Digivolution. Yeah, so it's going to hit Adam, but we are big enough because we're +4. And I'm going to make Magnet X here. So yeah, all we did was lose 1 chip. We'll see if it matters. Obviously, we are in game 3, so overtime is something to be cautious of. And the Eve is interesting in this position because obviously now you can't raid into it because the Magnamon X is too big. Double blocker established, and you obviously have to still find a way to commit the Yuko. If you swung it and crashed in order to get the Yuko out, then you at least can make yourself immune to Digimon effects. So I think that's why we're going to swing at security. We're going to raid game plus 10k, and then yeah, looks like we're going to trade the Yuko straight in. Which is funny because I actually think that if they wanted to, she could have blocked with the Magnamon just to be annoying. Because it would have stopped the Yuko from coming straight back out. Wait, the Magnamon X is protected. The Magnamon X is protected. I have no idea why we let that die. Finally going to swing the jamming Veemon though, so he gets his reparations in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Magnamon. Come down. Mahusive. Swing this one. Again, we gave up a chip technically by doing it this way. It would have been slightly more expensive, but it would have been 2. And then armor texture. Then again, this does make us go for cheapo. Are we hitting a Yugo? Man, that chip did matter. I mean, also, if we had our protected Magnamon X, it would... if we had our protected Magnamon X, we would have been fine as well. So, yeah, gonna lose the jamming Veemon to DeathXmon here. And that actually might be the deal breaker. The textured Armour Digivolution combo is still so strong. Really like the way that Faye uses it. Yeah, just unfortunate that we are low-key through lethal a turn before. And also, squishiest Magnamon X of all time. Unless I'm tripping, I'm pretty sure that Magnamon X was protected. Ah, we are on Cyberspace Eden. Interesting. I wasn't sure. I'm actually also surprised that we pitched it, because that would have been a free recovery. Well, it's because we had a second one. You know what? Understandable. Yeah. Understandable. My fault for doubting. And then, yeah, you know what? I actually quite like that. Quite like that. You're still threatening a lot of pressure on the Magnamon. Would have been nice if we had Adam. Like, Adam actually would have been able to, like, properly do something about the Magnamon. This would have been the time to take it off board, considering she would have been an off turn with no rookie. That would have actually been the time to really, really push it, but it looks like she's maybe a little bit slow. From playing out in front, I think she's missing a little bit of the pressure in the back. Or at least you would intuit that. From the fact that it's taken us this long to put a rookie down, it implies that we just don't have one. Not got any draw power coming here. Going to tap the Davis though, so immediately getting some of his value back is letting us go. I think we're hella in 4s. We're going to go training, get to go into Magnamon here. Oh, you threw. Why did we not tap the Yuko? If we tapped the Yuko would have allowed the squid to be protected because the attack target changed. Because you took the block on the first one. The Yuko makes you immune to Digimon effects until the end of the turn, which would have made the squid completely immune. Gonna Cyberspace Eden here, which lets us play a 5 play cost body, which allows us to play... Ooh. Ugh, what the helly? And then Armour Digivolution. Did she do the search? Am I tripping? Did she not search? Because I saw that obviously DeathX cleared the thing. You know, we're tired after a work day. I'm gonna chalk it up to being tired after a work day because a little bit of trolling been done. Just an amount of trolling has acquired. We need to go double or triple wide here. And then spent for 2, and then I'm assuming we're going to... Okay, chose not to Yugo. Yeah, I feel like we Omega Trolled here, so we're going to bounce the squid back. And then we might be running completely out of time. Do we have a Digimon? No, we have double Magnamon. And then down comes another... Oh, yeah, we actually do not have it. I wonder if it might have actually been worth just trying to swing the last one. Because we do have Awakening of the Golden Knight, which is going to let us extend one further. And we are in time, but we are going to play out the Eater. So this one is going to get registered as time, but I think they look at it and just figure out that they wouldn't actually have been able to clear security, so this one would go to a draw. If you did like what you saw and you do want to see more, you're looking forward to EX10, let me know what you plan on playing in the next set. If today's your birthday, then happy birthday, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.